Hi everyone, I'm Butterfly Budgets and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my second November paycheck, but I'm not fully sure the amount of money I'll be stuffing. So let me explain that really quick. So pulled out of the bank, I have 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72. And then I had quite a bit left over in my spending binder, so let's go through that. Okay, so in groceries last week, or the last 2 weeks, I stuffed $120, and left over I have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. So essentially I only spent about $44 out of it, and that's partly because I had a lot of food already stocked up, and partly because I just didn't go grocery shopping last weekend. So what I'm gonna do is take this $50 and I'm going to allocate that towards binders again, but it'll be going into different binders. So let me just add that here. And then this should be, there we go. This $14 will be going towards my 100 envelope savings challenge. And then I also have money left over in my sweet treats envelope. I have $3 left here, so that'll also go with the 100 envelope savings. I know I said that I'm going to be stuffing leftover cash into these mini challenges, but I want these mini challenges to be $5 or less. Otherwise, I'll stuff it directly into my 100 savings challenge, since these are going to feed that anyways. And then the rest of my envelopes are empty. This one for my dog's food, I have 40 left. I originally stuffed 45, but I had to pull 5 out for extra laundry. And I also already paid for my dog's food, so this is coming out to kind of reimburse me for that payment that already came out of my checking account, if that makes sense. And then I am all out of everything else miscellaneous. I spent going to get some ramen, which was actually very much needed. It was probably the best day of the last 2 weeks for me, so I'm really glad I spent that money, even though it's kind of unfortunate that I don't have it anymore. Let's go ahead and stuff this binder the way it should be for these next 2 weeks, and then I'll go ahead and put this money into my 100 envelope savings challenge. So starting out with groceries, again, this is a little weird. So I budgeted $110 to go towards my groceries, but I already went to the store, literally I went to the bank and then to the store to get things for Thanksgiving. So I have 77 total going into groceries for the next kind of week and a half or so. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77. So that'll go towards groceries. The store was insanely busy today because of Thanksgiving, and I kind of regret going because I'm really not doing anything for Thanksgiving. I'm not flying home or anything just because it got kind of crazy, so I'll just be having a steak by myself, which is totally fine, and that's just kind of where I'm at in this stage of life. Gas will be getting $40. And then I have spent literally the last probably week just constantly going over my budget. I have a lot of major expenses coming up that I don't currently have the money for. I typically would want to have sinking funds, but I don't. Sweet treats is gonna get 20. So I'm kind of playing catch up, and I think I'm gonna be playing catch up until April, until I get my tax return, which is just so unfortunate. But I have a pretty solid budget set up for other sinking funds once I get through all of these things I need to catch up on. Miscellaneous is gonna get 25, but it's like slightly discouraging to have to catch up so much, because I really want to get ahead on my sinking funds, but I just don't have the capacity right now, and I just have to kind of remember that that's just how things are going to be. 2026 is probably just going to be a year of me catching up and getting my sinking funds really solid and on track, and it's probably going to take longer than I think it is. So a little bit stressed about that, but I think with this system that I have going on, I think I'll be able to make it work. And I've done a lot of math over the past few days, and I think everything is going to be fine. So now I'm going to stuff that this extra cash that I had left over from last week into my 100 envelope savings challenge. Nothing's going into my sinking funds. I know I'm working on my car insurance, but I actually have 3 paychecks left until my car insurance is due, so I'll totally be fine waiting a little bit to get that sorted. Okay, so with the money I have here, I want to try to stuff the largest amount that I can, so that there's the least amount of bills in an envelope, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to stuff all of this in one envelope, but I'll do 8 and 9 so that I have the least amount of bills in an envelope. Basically, I just don't want the envelopes to be like crazy overstuffed. So this is what makes the most sense with what I have. It's actually kind of exciting that I'm still able to get some sinking funds and some savings challenges stuffed while working on getting all these large payments sorted out. So when I get those all done, I'll have more that I can allocate towards savings, but right now I'm just doing what I can, and honestly it's better than where I'm currently at, because right now I'm pretty much ending the year with 0 savings other than what's in this binder, and that's okay. Okay, so that was 8 and 9. Okay, if anyone has any advice about how to catch up while not staying stuck in a cycle, let me know. Basically, I feel like I'm going to be, so for example, my car insurance is due January and July, and I feel like by July I won't have the amount saved up that I need because of all these other expenses I have. So it feels like I'm constantly going to be trying to just catch up. So let me know if you have any advice. But yay, we're filling this in. It looks so good. But yes, even though this paycheck wasn't, I mean, all my paychecks are the same amount, but what I can stuff depends on other expenses. My credit card was pretty large, but I got that completely paid off. So stuffing for groceries and stuff, I really don't have a lot, but hopefully in the next few months I will be able to start stuffing some of my other envelope categories, which I'm really excited about. Thank you all for joining, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.